Hey Arnie, Tina here from Prestige Volvo. Hope all is well. As I promised you, I'm going to do a quick video. Going to do a couple of videos of how to use your S60. Like I said, the last thing I want for you is to drive the car for the next 3 years and not know how to use it better than I know how to use it. So I'm sitting inside of a loaner right now. It should be scheduled to go out any minute, so we might get interrupted. But I'm going to start from the inside of the vehicle just because, of course, it's dark out right now. I'm not going to be able to go over the features that I want to on the outside, so I'll wait until tomorrow morning to do so. But real quick, this is pretty much what the S60 is going to look like on the interior. This is called your Senses screen, which controls pretty much all your media, your telephone, your settings. And then just down here, pretty much your climate controls, some of your controls for your telephone, media, and again, I'll walk you through all of that. Let me just put on all the lights in the car so we can see. Okay, so really quick, I just want to start over here. Over here you have your light settings. This is to adjust the lights on the interior, so as you can see, the lights did go dim. We just scroll that back up and the lights do come back on the inside. This is for your rear fog light, so there's only one. On days where it's really, really foggy out, you just click that button. It lights up orange to let you know that it's on. And on the dashboard, there is a light that illuminates, letting you know that it's on as well. And these are your light settings. 0, your lights are completely off on the exterior. That one is for your DNA lights, which are really cool HID lights that run alongside the bottom of the grille. Auto, your lights will automatically go on and automatically go off, and I suggest you just leave it there. And that's to turn your lights fully on. You have your gas release here. It takes regular gasoline, and it is on your passenger side. And also your trunk release here as well. Now for your parking brake, you see this little P here. Just make sure your foot is on the brake. Push that down. You feel the pressure in your foot. Push down a little bit, and then you also see that your parking brake sign comes on the dash. Now to release it, put your foot back on the brake, and now pull this towards you. Again, you feel the pressure come off your foot, and the parking brake sensor goes away. Over here, pretty self-explanatory. You have your lock and unlock buttons here. You have your one touch-down windows, and that's so no one can open up the windows in the back. You also have your controls for the side mirror, so if you hit left, you can, there's a toggle switch here. I know it's kind of hard to see, but hopefully you'll be sitting in your car when you're doing this. You can go ahead and adjust it just by moving the toggle switch, and you do the same thing for the right, and to turn it off, it's just one more click. Now, as far as the dashboard, shows that you have a full tank of gas, the temperature of the engine, which is going to be over here, how fast you're going, of course, 215 miles to an empty gas tank, and that, of course, that you're in park. Now, anytime the Volvo system has something to tell you, whether it's your tire pressure, it's time for service, or anything comes up, if I open up the door, that little eye for information will pop up on the odometer, on the dash. So what that pretty much means is that there's an information that your Volvo is trying to tell you. Right now it's saying that the Volvo on-call is deactivated because, of course, this is a loaner vehicle. We don't activate it until we actually send the vehicle home with someone. But your OK button is right over here. Okay, you click the OK button, that sign automatically goes away. So you're telling your vehicle that you understand why the information button was coming up. Now it brings you back to your main dash. If you click this OK button again, it brings up a whole list of options as far as there's themes, and you can scroll through by using this. There's themes, there's messages, so if you forget that you need oil or anything, you can go into messages. Your trip computer reset, service status, oil level, contrast mode, and we'll go back to themes. Now themes is pretty cool, and it's new for 2015.5. So if I scroll to themes and click OK here, I have elegance, which is a light blue. I have eco, which is a light green, and it also changes this as well. And my favorite is performance. So performance is a nice red. It gives you a digital speed as opposed to the regular old school needle. And again, that does change that red over there. Just for sake, we're just going to keep it to elegance. Click OK, and everything goes away. Okay. Now for your controls, let me just zoom back out. For your controls, this is your cruise control. Pretty simple. hit cruise, adjust your speed, hit cruise again, so that the Volvo can keep that speed that you're going. Need to go faster or slower, the plus and minus. This is to restart it, and this is to start from 0. Over here you have your switches to go back and forth through your presets, songs, and we'll get there hopefully in the next video. This is your voice guide button. Anytime you hit that, the Volvo ladies get to come on, depending on which setting that you're in, and we'll get there, but that's your voice guide button. This is to adjust the volume, and this is your exit button. Now this scroll right here, it scrolls up and it also scrolls down, and if you click it, you're clicking OK, and I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. But over here, you have your settings for your navigation, your radio, media, telephone, and my car. Now just remember that each one of these buttons has its own drop-down menu. So if I click radio, it's going to bring up, let me zoom in, sorry about that. It's going to bring up AM, FM, Sirius, and Sirius weather. Okay, and I can use this scroll right here. So let's say if we wanted to scroll down to Sirius, I scroll down, I push this in, and it automatically brings up Sirius radio. Now in your vehicle, you're going to have it free for 6 months. I already had activated it. Once you click OK, you have an option to go back and forth and go through all the channels just by scrolling this up or down. And right now it's not going to because this obviously isn't activated. But let's just say if we wanted to get out of this screen, simply hit exit. And it brings you back to the main screen. If I click radio again, and I want to say, let's go up to FM, I then click OK in the thumb scroll, and I can go ahead and scroll through just as I would to figure out what stations I want. And I know that your stations are different down in Florida, and I was even thinking about coming down there to spend a couple of days to go over this with you and enjoy the warm weather that you guys are having. So let's just say if we scroll to a station, we click OK, automatically selects that station, and just like in any vehicle, you're going to hold down 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's say we hold down 1, automatically sets it to settings 1. Once you have your settings 1 through 9 set, you can go forth. Once you're in radio, hit 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth to go through all your stored channels. Or you can scroll through just by using these back and forward and back buttons over here, and it kind of goes through your stations for you.